What is up, guys? What is happening? It is my Baker Mayfield film review. We're going to look at a couple of plays in which the Buccaneers were able to survive, albeit a sloppy game. The Buccaneers were able to survive the Cleveland Browns. I think the Buccaneers looked like a playoff team in this game. The Buccaneers looked great on defense, and in the first half, the Bucs played great. But here, Baker Mayfield is going to have an opportunity. It's too deep zone right here, and Baker Mayfield here is going to be able to hit a wide receiver going into the cover 2 zone. So here we have Jarvis Juice Landry. He's going to come over here, and right here, Jarvis Juice Landry is going to cross over. It might be Njoku, it might be Landry. This receiver is absolutely wide open for a big-time completion. So the route concept by Todd Haley is absolutely excellent because this guy is able to take over for 3 guys in the secondary. So the route is perfect, but watch Baker Mayfield. This should be a big play, quite possibly a touchdown, but watch Baker right here. The pocket is absolutely perfect. Everybody's doing a decent job, except for it looks like at the last second that this guy, in fairness to Baker, is coming free. But the point is, Baker Mayfield needs to be able to roll this way a little bit and buy a little bit of time as the pocket is decent enough, and Baker here can start throwing the ball. He doesn't throw the football. He ends up stepping up into pressure. He ends up getting sacked. But Baker Mayfield, if Baker would hang in the pocket and not move around so much, this play could have been a touchdown. As you see, Baker steps up into the pocket. He ends up getting sacked. It's something where I'd prefer to see Baker Mayfield throw with anticipation, throw the guy open, and I want to see Baker Mayfield actually take a shot and actually not get sacked and just go right up into the line of scrimmage. There, we're going to see back here. Again, it's all about pocket movement and mobility and not feeling the footsteps. Here's a great move by Jason Pierre-Paul. It looks like it's Pierre-Paul, and it probably is, and it is Jason Pierre-Paul. He makes a great move on David Njoku. He makes a great move, and you see how Jason gets low to the ground so that he's able to sliver around and make a play. But here, Juice Landry's going to come across, and Baker sees him, but Baker decides to step up way too much into trouble when Baker could have just rolled right and been parallel and found his target. Baker here needed to roll to the right side because the right tackle's actually a good player. The left tackle is not. And Baker Mayfield ends up getting sacked there. So the whole first quarter, the whole first half, it was really a sloppy game in the first half. Baker Mayfield was sacked early and often in the first half. Baker Mayfield has a chance to make a throw, but he doesn't do it. The Buccaneers bring pressure. They bring pressure from the middle of the field, and Baker Mayfield has a wide open guy right here, and instead he is stepping up into pressure when Baker Mayfield needs to just be sitting and letting the football go. Watch, let it go. Right now, Baker, throw the ball. Right here. Instead, he's a rookie. He was playing scared, and Baker has got to be aggressive and not be afraid to fail. And right here, he gets sacked again. That's an issue where Baker Mayfield needs to be able to avoid negative plays and actually get the football out of his hands without doing too much. Here, Baker Mayfield does do a great job, though. Baker Mayfield has the physical abilities to make big plays. This is a great call by Todd Haley because you're able to get and you're able to see that it's man-to-man. By motioning this guy, you're able to see it's man. So Baker Mayfield is able to go ahead and he throws this one on the correct shoulder to a wide-open Njoku, and David's here able to make a play. It's a very high percentage play, and the throw's absolutely excellent by Baker Mayfield. Because Baker Mayfield is able to put it in a spot where David Njoku can go up and make the reception. So that was a beautiful, beautiful throw by the Cleveland Browns and Baker Mayfield. Watch this throw by Baker. When it's 3rd and 3, Baker Mayfield is a lot better than third and long, and that goes for a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL. Here you see it's a one high, but it really almost is like cover zero. Everybody's on the line of scrimmage. Everybody's playing man. It's your guy has to win. And here, the route concept by Haley is absolutely excellent. And in fact, I got that wrong because these guys are actually going to be playing a zone. Look how it's zone instead of man. It's a zone across the board. Everybody's into a cover one zone. And they only rush 4 guys. So they disguise the coverage. And there, Baker's able to hit Antonio Callaway. And Callaway's able to make a big play. That's the point that Baker was talking about in practice. It's about getting the football to your receivers and letting them do the work. Here, another sack by the I think it's by the Tampa Bay Bucs. It might be the exact play that we were studying. It is. It looks identical. It might even be the exact play that we were studying in the first quarter. It's actually a little bit different. Baker Mayfield has the same problem every single play. He's not just setting back. He's not throwing this football. The play is wide open again for a touchdown. There are so many plays in this game where Baker Mayfield is oversliding and not just hanging in the pocket, where he is way too restless in the pocket and he's not doing his responsibility well. In the fourth quarter, the Buccaneers turned the football over a lot. And let's see if Baker Mayfield had some big-time plays. He did in the fourth quarter. Here, Mayfield appropriately slid up. And you got to give a lot of credit to this Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense. So there, Baker Mayfield finally stopped himself, you know. He was finally taught up by Todd Haley. See how Baker Mayfield here stopped himself right there before getting into trouble so that he can at least release the football and let his offensive line do the work. Even though nobody was open on that play, Baker Mayfield was able to go ahead and release the football. Here we get a big completion to Juice Landry. This is actually excellent by Baker Mayfield because here Baker Mayfield is actually pushed off his spot by the offensive line, and there Baker does a good job of actually making it happen because nobody was open. Baker Mayfield makes this play happen. Watch what happens here. Baker Mayfield in the pocket gets collapsed. Carl Nassib does a great job of getting in here. Baker could have stepped right up, though, in the pocket, and he does. And then Baker is able to slide to his right, and Baker puts this ball in a place where Jarvis can get it. And it's an excellent athletic throw across his body, but it's high to a place where Jarvis can go up and make the reception unimpeded. So it was an excellent, excellent play. This is a play that I want Pat Shurmur to run. This is an aggressive call by Todd Haley. Watch how the middle of the field here gets opened. They try to run a cover 3. Baker Mayfield here is able to throw the ball with total power. Watch Baker Mayfield and watch the power in which he generates. Baker Mayfield, firm base. Baker Mayfield here, his throwing base is very firm and he's very balanced. And this throw right here is very high, it's safe, and Antonio Callaway is able to win, and he automatically gets a touchdown because we get a pass interference call on that particular play. So in the NFL, Pat Shurmur coaches should take shots from the 20-yard line because you can end up getting the ball on the 1-yard line due to a pass interference play. Baker Mayfield is able to hit some excellent throws during this time period. Watch what happens here with Baker Mayfield, okay? This is a cover 1, a 1 deep safety look. Baker Mayfield here, these linebackers are eventually going to slide back, okay? So it is going to be more of a Tampa 2 coverage at the end of the route. Baker Mayfield here, what he has to do is Baker Mayfield has to decide to throw this football. He's going to throw it to Jarvis Landry, and he has to throw it in a way that the linebackers cannot intercept this football. So Baker Mayfield, with his eyes, is going to manipulate these linebackers. You see Baker Mayfield is not revealing what kind of throw he is going to throw. He is looking left in this situation because he knows he's going to be coming back right across the field. This throw is so spectacular because, as you are going to see here, if I can slow this down, Baker Mayfield, when he throws, this linebacker is going to be in the way. So Baker's going to throw this ball hard, and he's also going to protect Jarvis Landry, and this window is not that big of a window, but it's an excellent, excellent throw by Baker Mayfield. It's decisive, the ball is on time, and Jarvis Landry does a great job of going up and using his leverage to make the play. The thing is, in the NFL, is that windows are very, very small, and you need elite arm strength to be able to execute at a high level in the NFL versus very good defenses. This play from Baker Mayfield is absolutely excellent. This throw, the power, this is where Baker's arm talent comes into play, because that takes a lot of arm talent to be able to hit that 25-yard throw and not throw an interception to Levante David. That was an amazing, amazing throw by Baker Mayfield there. An excellent, excellent play. You get some holds, you get some BS things going on. Baker Mayfield, watch this scramble here. It's an excellent, excellent job. And then this is what I love about Baker, the moxie of Mayfield. Watch how Baker Mayfield is not going to get pushed around by a guy that's trying to come in and hit him late and start talking smack to him. This is my favorite play of the game, when Baker Mayfield starts talking smack to this guy that tried to hit him as a rookie that is already being that mature to be able to get up from a guy who's trying to intimidate him. That shows you everything you need to know about Baker and if his persona is right for Cleveland. I love the way that he gets up after this play, starts talking smack to the other defender, because Baker Mayfield, what he's end up doing is he's showing that he isn't going to take shit from anybody. And then watch Baker Mayfield here. Baker Mayfield's talent is just so elite. I mean, I think Baker's going to be the best quarterback in this draft class, especially how shitty Josh Rosen is playing. Watch Baker Mayfield here, how he's able to palm the football and how he's able to run this fake, and then watch the velocity. I mean, Baker Mayfield's arm strength is just astronomically incredible. I mean, watch how hard this ball is thrown. This is thrown like a 99 miles per hour football. This ball is absolutely pelted to David Njoku. This ball is a frozen rope by Baker Mayfield. This is a tremendous, tremendous throw by Baker Mayfield. He freezes the defense, and the way that this guy can get the ball from point A to point B, over the top delivery. The delivery is fantastic. Look at the delivery. Baker Mayfield, just such a smooth, compact motion throwing the football. This dude is just a really, really good passer of the ball. And there he's able to hit Njoku right in stride, setting up a Cleveland Browns touchdown. So overall, I really liked what Baker Mayfield did in this football game. He made a ton of throws. Here, Baker Mayfield made another great throw to Jarvis Landry in between two defenders. Perfectly thrown. Great catch by the Juice. Touchdown, Cleveland Browns. You see the power and the velocity behind this throw. It's excellent. Baker needs to take this momentum and carry it into the next week. The one problem I had with Baker was he was overstriding and he was taking sacks at the wrong time. Here it's 3rd and 3. The ball's on the Tampa Bay 38-yard line. You hit this, you get in the field goal range. They're playing cover 1. You know they're going to be sending pressure, and they get to Baker Mayfield and sack him. And here nobody is open, in fairness to Baker Mayfield. But you still can't take a sack there if you're Baker Mayfield. And with Todd Haley, I trust Todd Haley in developing Baker Mayfield because Todd Haley's been around this league for a while. A lot of people want to make fun of Hugh Jackson, but these Cleveland Browns are in games. They're showing fight. They're still believing in their coaches. And this game in Pittsburgh is absolutely huge for the Browns to win. If the Browns lose this game, then Hugh Jackson will likely get fired. Okay? And then the Browns promptly punt it right into the end zone. So, really annoying stuff. Cleveland thought they had the game off of the interception by Jameis Winston, off of the missed field goal. They kind of blew the game late again by not making the necessary plays. On 3rd and 3, you might have wanted to run the football there in that slot, in that position. But if they ran the ball and got stuffed, we'd be saying how dumb it was that they would be running the ball and getting stuffed. And Jameis Winston here happened to have a good game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the film review on Baker Mayfield. A couple of good throws. He is overstriding a little bit. But again, let's see what he does versus Pittsburgh. I am going to try to watch every play of Baker Mayfield and this Browns game. I am going to pick out a lot of plays that I think are interesting and have it in a more concise fashion for the next video. In fact, doing a film review during the season is even more challenging because there's all these games going on, and also it's tough to pick out certain plays. When you do preseason film reviews, there's only a couple of plays that you need to digest. But when every game's going on at the same time, it's hard to pick which guys you're going to do film reviews on. So that's why I haven't been keeping up with Case Keenum. That's why I haven't been doing Denver as much. But heck, maybe I'll watch the Denver-Kansas City game extremely closely, and I'll try to target that game for the Denver fans. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed at least some of the video, maybe even a little bit of it. I appreciate y'all coming in to watch. Thank you. Have a great, great day.